teaching police across the state how to spot drivers who are high. That is the goal for Oregon State Police.
In fact, they have even increased training for officers all across the state through the drug recognition program. Coyne wants to know exactly how this works, so our Chris Holmstrom has that story.
Dan and Jennifer, it's all about teaching officers the signs and symptoms when it comes to drug impairment. From there, it can hopefully translate into the courtroom, but it all starts with the officers in the field. It's been 5 months since marijuana has become legal in Oregon. In that time, the Clackamas County Sheriff's Office says they've seen a higher level of impaired driving when it comes to DUIs. Sergeant Jason Ritter says those impairments include paranoia, hallucinations, and delayed perception of times and distance.
What I'm looking for is I'm looking for the glow of the eye, which then I can measure the pupil.
Sergeant Ritter is using a pupillometer, a tool to look for dilated eyes, especially useful when trying to determine if someone is high off of cannabis. I learned it can be measured in 3 different ways: room light, direct light, and near complete darkness.
The main reason is to help the drug recognition expert determine if somebody's under the influence, and if they are under the influence, what drug and drug category.
But before these tests are done, deputies perform standard field sobriety tests in the street. At the same time, they're looking for signs of impairment. For pot, there are very specific indicators.
They'll have an altered perception of time and distance, body tremors, eyelid tremors, bloodshot, watery eyes.
If they fail, the deputy typically makes an arrest and takes them back to the station. From there, they do a breath test. Even if they blow a .0, deputies move on to the next step.
The level of impairment is not consistent with the BAC level that I observed. So then a DRE is called in to come do a drug evaluation on the person.
The drug recognition expert will then complete their 12-step program, which includes the pupillometer. If the experts find they are in fact impaired, charges can be filed. And get this, since marijuana has become legal, the state's Assistant Attorney General has already had an increase in calls from prosecutors all across the state, specifically asking for assistance about marijuana-related DUIs. So a tip to remember: if you smoke, don't drive. Dan and Jennifer, back to you in the studio.
And we know there's a professor at Wazoo who's close to developing a breathalyzer to detect marijuana. So that and the pupillometer, is that what you said?
Yes, the pupillometer, kind of a tongue twister.
Yes,
pupillometer.
combine the two.
I've had a hard time all day. Yeah.
Okay.